Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Mason here, back here with a Manchester United show. I am with a guest today, Zidane. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Doing good, just a bit tired, A lot of walking
Yeah.
today. Um, we are talking about the Manchester United, of course, beating Liverpool 2-1 yesterday, arguably our best performance by a mile compared to the other two games. And Casemiro officially confirmed as a player. Well, it was confirmed ages ago, but obviously he was at the stadium. So we'll just get on straight to the game. So firstly, Zan,
Yeah.
what was your thought on the game? Were you surprised that we won that, or
Um, no, not really, because look, if you look at it, yeah, you got what Henderson. Henderson was playing in the midfield. You got Milner, got a weak in Liverpool team, and then obviously, Ten Hag's tactics were to play Rashford and Elanga because of their pace to get in behind.
Mhm.
But no, not really, man. Man United sometimes can just come out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I get you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that their midfield will obviously. I think also Liverpool have been struggling with the amount of injuries and the hangover from last season. So um, this is not the same obviously same Liverpool squad. So um, yeah, of course Liverpool. Look, they had moments where I think their attacking was fine. They put pressure on us, but our defense looked very good. Um, but yeah, like you said, maybe it wasn't a bit of a shock because of the midfield they got. That
Mm.
midfield is worse than McFred, and that's saying something, in my opinion. Like seriously. But what was your thoughts on the performance though? Even though it was kind of there was a couple of players that obviously you don't like and I don't like. Bruno, McTominay, and Rashford. Of course, we're not. I'm not a biggest fan of them, Um, and you're definitely not a big fan, but it worked. So what was your opinion on the players yesterday?
I thought, I thought Martinez was good. I thought
Yeah,
he's good. Varane was good as well. Dallo, Malacia. Um, McTominay, had a decent game.
that's
Can't
a
believe
shock. Zidane's actually said that. That's the biggest shock. No, but
it.
I thought he was decent for the first 20 minutes, and then but I think why we picked Fred in that game was I think this is why we pick him, and this is kind of obvious. His ability, like he's tall, and that's probably why we pick him. If he wasn't tall, we wouldn't be picking him at the moment, or if he's Scottish, because he is rubbish. But
You know, the, the funny thing is about that is that he's like he can't even use his body like good. You know what I'm saying? Like he
yeah,
can't use his body correctly. That's the worst thing about him being picked. But people say Rashford, that was a good finish. It was a good finish.
besides
Um,
that though, he wasn't that good in my opinion.
yeah, same here. I don't think even Bruno. I don't even think Bruno was good as well. I don't think
I
he was
don't
that
think,
good.
but I think Bruno has just dropped completely. Like he's not a captain by any means. Is there any captain at Manchester United? Honestly, I don't know. I don't think there is. Maybe
Mm.
Casemiro, if he's might be a
Yeah,
good captain because I've heard he's a captain apparently.
yeah,
So he could be captain. Whether Ten Hag will do that or not, but yeah, dropped Ronaldo, obviously one of your favourite players. Dropped Maguire and Shaw, which was he should have dropped Shaw the first game. Should have dropped Maguire the first game. Let's be
yeah.
real. Um, but it worked. Malacia was brilliant. Absolutely. Do you know what? Give credit to Malacia because it's his first proper game, and he's pocket. And
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah, you people might not rate Salah, but Salah's got that pace and that dribbling ability, and Malacia pocketing him, unbelievable performance. I give him credit for that. And
Yeah,
from Martinez and Varane, that is the centre back we've got to go with. And I think a lot of people would be saying that's the centre back we'll be going with. We should be going with Varane and Lindelof.
good.
But obviously we've been going for Maguire and Lind. And no disrespect to Martinez, And also, people forget to mention this. We can't play a high line with Harry Maguire. If you were watching that game, we were playing more of a higher line without Harry Maguire.
Yeah, exactly. And I think someone said that on Twitter as well, and I saw it as well. Like you can because Maguire is so slow, you
Mm,
can't play with him in a high line. Like with Liverpool, they have Matip, he isn't the quickest, but he is faster than Maguire.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's about like your positional intelligence and stuff. And I think
They,
with Varane,
they, Liverpool
God, man.
misses Matt up, but Liverpool missed Matter complete. I watched that defense. I thought, go, Joe Gomez.
Mm.
Wow, he is absolutely shocking. Even Van Dijk's having a shocking start to the season.
Yeah, he is. I just think Liverpool's main problem is the midfield. And I said before the start of the season, like their transfers that they have been doing haven't been up to scratch, man. They need to do way more than that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, obviously Harry Maguire was dropped. Ronaldo, what's your opinion on Ronaldo getting dropped? Because I know he's your favourite. I know that from what we've obviously Twitter and all that. Well, the opinions, but you know, does I know you like him, but has he got? Does he need to go this summer? In your opinion, because I know
does
you're a
he,
big fan of him. Yeah,
does he
I
need
know
to
you're a big
go?
fan.
Um, Listen, I would like. You know what? It's a tough one, man, because I f- I know a lot of people, say, "Oh, you can't hold up, you can't link up, play, whatever." But for me, I think he's a good player. I still think he's a top player.
Of course, yeah.
Then if he needs to, I want him to go for himself. I want him to go out, different club, win some trophies, play Champions League, and I understand why, And as opposed to him being dropped, listen, we won the game. Like that was Ten Hag's plan to use the pace with Rashford, Alanga, and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't have
Oh,
an
yeah,
issue with it.
I forgot Lango. I forgot Alanga played, didn't he?
Yeah, he did play. He was awful again, but he just worked hard, Alanga.
That's the thing. He's working hard. He's a work hard. That's why he gets in. But I think Antonio is nearly confirmed. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Antonio will become a sin. I don't feel. I said on my
Who's
TikTok,
Antonio?
oh Anthony, it's Anthony, and I said Antonio,
Yeah,
didn't I? And
yeah,
yeah. I said on my TikTok, I don't think he's 100 million. I don't think he's 90 million. I
yeah.
would take him though still because he's a lot more better than all the wingers we've got right now.
Hmm.
If it was Plan B, I would play maybe Martial at left wing after watching that performance, maybe or no, Martial's a striker actually. Martial's a striker. Take that back. I thought Martial was decent. I know you said you don't like Martial,
I
but
used to, but I used to.
Martial has actually looked better under Ten Hag, in my opinion. I know he's an injury prone, and that's concerning. But when he does play, if he's consistent, he might be very good. And I think he's looking good under Ten Hag. He's got that hold up play, and if Ten Hag wants that, if Ten Hag said strike, if Martial's a striker or a left wing, for example, he can hold that play and pass it very well to Rashford. If he times that run Rashford, we could be clinical. And Ten Hag is not Ole. If he's doing long ball passing, I'd rather have Ten Hag know what he's doing because he knows what he's doing. He knows
Hmm.
what centre backs click with, and he knows what he's doing. When we've got
Yeah,
Ole who does it long ball passing, you're like, well, what's he going to do with long passing? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, with Ten Hag, we've got a structure, but it is only one game. Like, look, I'm not going to get. I was excited because we beat Liverpool. Liverpool are a rivalry, so it was great to get a first win. And
Hmm.
and a lot of people should still be Glazers out. We can't just flip flop.
Exactly.
We've still got to get the Glazers out. Whether they get Casemiro and Antonio in, they're still got to be out
Still
because
Glazers out, man. Still
they're still
Glazers out.
out because you know what I mean. They've done this. They did this with Ule. You remember they did this. They bought Sancho, Varane. They just didn't buy a midfield, but they bought Ronaldo, and and they didn't buy anyone in January. I remember
Exactly.
Ralph was. I don't think Ralph was the problem now. I honestly don't think he was the problem. I think he
Hmm.
said a lot of truths, and I think people are now realizing he was talking the truth. But and he wanted players in January. He even said in that interview he wanted players, and the Glazers went no. You know,
Yeah,
so
man. It's like for me, it's like this is. It's not just about Glazers out. It's not just about signings. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it's about the stadium. The stadium's falling apart. You know what I mean? It's about how long we haven't gone without a title. You know what I mean? It's about so many things. Yeah,
yeah,
look how much money they've taken out. And for me, I don't even think they spend a lot in summer windows. Like those two games, the Brighton game that we lost and the Brentford game. Can you imagine if we won those? Can
we
you
wouldn't get
imagine?
Casemiro. I don't think they would
Look,
probably think, oh,
exactly, everything would have been fine. And I think Ten Hag would probably just get one more player after those three signings that he got. Yeah. But that's the thing about the Glazers. They're not proactive, mate. They're reactive, dude. You know? Like we need to get them out. And now we have someone who's willing to buy, and there's probably other buyers out there. We
there
need
is
to
been,
push more than ever. You know, we need to get them out, man, as soon as possible.
yeah, absolutely. We've got to get them out. There's no pissing about. Like we've had, even this has been happening since 2009. This has happened way before, even way before Fergie retired. It's been happening
Mm,
for a long time. The recruit. I remember we sold Ronaldo. I don't. If you remember, we sold Ronaldo in 2008 or nine. We
mm.
could have got David Silva. I think it was Rib, but we could have got loads of players to
Free,
replace.
Snyder,
Yeah,
Wesley Snyder, so
whereas
much.
and instead we got Nani and Michael Owen. Like
Yeah,
Nani, okay, fair enough. Was it Nani? No,
Valencia,
it's Valencia.
Valencia,
Like
overtime.
Valencia, don't get me wrong, Valencia was good, but is he the replacement for Ronaldo? No, he wasn't. I think he
Mm,
was a cheaper option, and Michael Owen was past his prime by that point. So it's just like they're going for the cheaper option. You know what I mean? It's like with
mm,
Paul Pogba when we sold Paul. I know a lot of people don't like Paul Pogba. We needed a creative midfielder. I like Ericsson, don't get me wrong, but you know, we spent £89 million on Pogba, and we got a free transfer who was a replacement. That shows to you that's a bit cheap. As much as I
mhm.
like Ericsson, you get what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but Casemiro, he is officially here. Hopefully, he will play Southampton, and hopefully, we will be playing Ericsson, Casemiro. I hope Bruno gets dropped, but it's not going to happen. So Bruno's going to be playing, you know.
We need
But
another midfielder. We need another midfielder, man. We
who
can't we
would you
can't
take?
play this season. Pardon?
Who would you take?
Oh, that's the thing. Like, there's still a few more. Like this De Jong deal, I don't think it's gonna happen
Ruben.
anymore.
I would get Ruben Neves because he's a plan B.
Ruben Neves is a good shout, but how much do you want? Like 100 million for him? That's insane, man.
Is it 100 million? If it's 100 million, no way. It's just what I mean. Like, why De Jong? I think yo, what's up, DXD? It's been a while. Yeah, man, it's been a while. How you been, bro? Yeah, De Jong. This is what reminds me of the Sancho situation. This is going to take too long. We need players now. We can't wait 1 year for a centre mid or a player like De Jong. We need someone right now. You know, and
Yeah.
it's the same with when we went for a striker. We need a striker now. I'm not being rude. Like we don't know with Ronaldo if he will go or not yet. And the only
I think
options
he could be going, Ronaldo.
it
Like with
well,
Gakpo, we want Gakpo and Anthony.
Gakpo's a striker, isn't he now? I think he used to be a
He's a
left
winger.
mate. Where is he?
He's a
Wait,
winger, but he
yeah,
can play
he can play.
striker as well.
Yeah, he can play. I've heard he can play striker. I know he can play left wing. Yeah, we got him. We don't know if that's going to happen. Antonio, did I said Antonio again, didn't I? Anthony. I keep calling Anthony Antonio. It's because we got Anthony Martial, so I'm getting
Yeah,
confused with Anthony. Yeah, him and yeah, that's about it. We've got two players we're targeting now, and De Jong, of course, but that we've been targeting more this month. But yeah, it would be great to get a midfielder. I think people are saying get a right back right now. After what I saw from Delort, I think leave the right back for now.
No, I disagree, man. Who's going to play this season? World Cup. You got how many? 5 substitutions. We got
I
Europa League. We need
and
you need competition and you need depth there. Who's going to play right back for Dalla if he gets injured or something?
oh yeah, Wan-Bissaka looks like he's going. Ethan, what's his name? Ethan.
He's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, I was a bit annoyed. Eric Bailey's now gone on loan. This is what I mean. We keep loaning players when it's like Pierre was the. I think Pierre was the only one we sold for money so far. I
Yeah,
think
we have, yeah.
James Garner. I'm not. I've heard James Garner's apparently he's gone, but I don't know if it's up on loan or if he's sold.
Mm.
Lingard and Pogba went for free. Matty's just gone for free. Um, you know, disappointing in my opinion because I actually think Matic was decent for us last season.
I would have kept him, yeah.
I would have kept him. Pogba, of course, you would have kept because how United beat Crazy Bit. In my opinion, they looked like. I think they did try, but the second half you saw them a little bit meh. They were the second half. I thought they dropped down a little bit. They were still doing good, but they dropped down. I think the last 10 minutes, Liverpool were attacking. But yeah, United being crazy. Liverpool is crazy, but at the same time, it's not. Like Zidane said earlier, when you look at that midfield, Henderson, Milner, and was it Elliott who started? You think to yourself, we were playing Eriksen, Bruno, and McTominay, which is still not the greatest midfield. But Eriksen and Bruno. Eriksen obviously is a good playmaker, and Bruno is just a Kermit the Frog lookalike, but still. Yeah, Henderson and Milner. I mean, Milner's got to retire after that goal Sancho scored. What a goal!
Yeah.
I think Sancho. I feel bad for Sancho in kind of a way because in the last two games, I know he kind of had a little bit where he's poor when he didn't get the ball. But when he gets the ball, he tries and do something. But the lot's not attacking. It's a shame It's a shame we're not seeing the lot attacking because we know Delot's a good. Yeah, it's the midfield. So
we need to. That's what I'm saying. Like with Casemiro, obviously, we needed a six. He's a world class midfielder. But we need to get.
We got him? Were you shocked like that? Were you shocked that we got him because this just came out of nowhere? Like,
you know what? When I heard United were linked with Casemiro, I was like, no way is he coming to United. And then after a while, he said that we're close to getting him. I was like, good signing. I mean, like I can't complain. But why wasn't it done earlier?
That's what I'm saying. Why wasn't it? It was like
it doesn't make sense.
That's what I mean. This is why we need to get things done before the season, not after. It's like Man City have got Calvin Phillips, Haaland before the transfer window. Chelsea got Koulibaly and Sterling before the transfer window. Liverpool got Nunes before the window. Yeah. It's like and Spurs were getting window and Arsenal. All these clubs were starting to get it before, and we waited. Well, who did we get before the window? We got Eriksen and Malacia. That was it. We got Martinez just before the season started, thank God. But that wasn't enough. And now we're waiting, we got a midfield till now when we started of the season crap. And we only got 3 points in one win in 3 games. That's a bit too late. But when I heard Casemiro was joining, I was like, okay, this is good. Because you know what? Casemiro is one of the best CDMs in the Championship League. He was, in my opinion. I think he could be contender for the best CDM in the Premier League if he plays well this season. What do you think about? Do you think he's good enough for your club? Wait, if Nunes, we're not. Are you saying? Do you think Darwin Nunes would be good for our club? Probably. I think we were going for Nunes, but I wouldn't pay. I wouldn't pay what Benfica were asking.
No, we still. For me, we still need 5 more players for me. I think we need 1 more midfielder or 2. I would like 2 attackers, 2 forwards, a right back, and a goalkeeper.
Should we just write a letter to Santa Claus now saying that's just what I want for Christmas? Because it's gonna be on wish list. There's this, but yeah, obviously, there's a lot of players we need. A goalkeeper. I like David Gea, but we need a modern keeper. Someone like Maigman from AC Milan, I would love. Yeah. I was talking to my brother, and Lafont's a good keeper from. I can't remember what club he plays for. He's a keeper, French keeper.
I know him, yeah, Lafont, yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot the club, though.
He's a
Got
good
the
player. I would take those two. If you offered me one of them, I'd be like, sweet. Because they're a modern keeper. They'd be great for the. It's like Arsenal are picking Ramsdale. They pick Ramsdale because he's a modern keeper. You know,
what? Yeah.
a lot of these keepers that a lot of people are picking out are modern keepers. Most of them in the Premier League. You
You
know,
know what, dude? You know what, dude? Wanting De Gea out is totally fine for me anyway. Like, but if you're gonna say if you're gonna sit there and say and hype up that Henderson guy, mate, that's
mm.
when I draw the line. Name upgrades. Name upgrades to De Gea, not downgrades. Or because what Henderson? Okay, he's got better distribution and he comes out more. For me, I don't think Dean Henderson's even in the same sentence as De
And
Gea.
I think people are looking on the wrong side. This is what I said. He played well for Sheffield United.
Mm,
What Sheffield United are not a top four club, a top six club. It's the same
mm.
with Nottingham Forest. They're not a top. He's a mid-table Premier League keeper.
Exactly.
People
There's
keep
nothing wrong
forget.
with that as well.
There's
Like there's
nothing wrong with that. You're still playing in the Premier League. You still got a chance of competing for
mm,
what's it called? For FA Cups and all that. But if you're talking about for top four Championship League, he's not it. You know, and
not
that's
it.
why I think a lot of people are saying now. I think people are flip flopping now, which is stupid because I'm never going to flip flop. It's like I've not flip flopped with McTominay. I always thought McTominay was a terrible player. You know,
Mm.
I
Same
think Bruno
here.
I think Bruno is terrible because this season and last season I've
Yep.
realised you know he had that. Okay, he scored 15 goals. Okay, half of them was penalties. I realised it's not that good of a player. You know, I've watched his first half of the season when he first joined. I thought he was decent. He helped us. Him, Martial were one of the, and Pogba was good after lockdown too, and Matic. You know, they helped us. But besides that, I don't think he was that good, and I don't
Yeah,
think
exactly.
he's not been that good this season. You know,
Exactly. Like, dude, like I'm not gonna flip flop on these players. Like, I still want them out of I still want them out of the football club. I don't believe they're good enough. Like people hyping up Rashford yesterday, saying he had a good game. No, he didn't. He didn't have a good
he
game
didn't have
yesterday.
a good game.
He
He
scored
didn't
a
have a
good
good.
finish. It was a good finish. Yeah, I give him credit for that. But you don't even Bruno. Like, I'm not gonna hype up these players. Like, I want them out of the club. I want better players. Like, we got Ericsson, who's an upgrade on Bruno, yeah, in the number 10 position, yeah. And then you need to upgrade in every position that you have. Like, so when Lissandro came in, I was like, he's going to displace Maguire, right? And then all of a sudden, Maguire is still starting. Hopefully, I'm praying that Maguire doesn't start on Southampton. But for me, I think he comes straight back into that team, mate.
I don't know why though, because everyone's getting all happy with that. But people are saying that defense is good. Why would you drop what a defense who's just that was one of the best defensive performance this season for a
Mm,
Fridge who's been playing shit all his career at Man United. You know,
exactly,
this is
exactly.
just it's absolutely bizarre.
No,
Um,
but Mason, you know what happened though? You see, I think Ralph did something similar to Maguire last season. I think there was one game and Maguire
Brentford.
was fit to play. I can't remember which game it was. I'm trying to remember,
I think it's
but
Brentford. Brentford
was it? And he
3-1.
didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, Maguire didn't. Maguire was fit, but he didn't play. All of a sudden, he was dropped. But that time, around that time period, like a lot, there was so much heat on Maguire. Like so
yeah.
much, the fans were had enough. So much on the media, Twitter, everything, and it's almost like they protect him by just like get him off the spotlight in a way, and then they bring him back in the team like that. That's my opinion anyway. I could be wrong. I
Yeah,
could be wrong,
yeah, I've
but
seen it a couple times. If well, they're not technically not going to protect him on Saturday because as soon as he comes back to you, people are going to still go at him. You know, people don't
mm,
want him in this team. People knows we don't need Harry Maguire. You know,
exactly.
we don't need him. Like we play better football without him. He's not a good captain. He's not good at anything. You know, he makes this team worse. He does. Him, him and Luke Shaw make the team worse. Luke Shaw's overrated. I don't know why people are saying feel bad for Luke Shaw. Why? Why? because he had
Exactly.
that one season. Okay, he had one season. Has he done it in? People say Martial's inconsistent, right? And Pogba was inconsistent. I never hear Luke Shaw's name. Because Luke Shaw's
Yeah.
more inconsistent ever. He's injured. He plays one good season, then he's shit. That's what I mean. It's just like, what are they doing? What
It's
is
just,
it? What? Why are people like
it's
not picking
just,
on Luke Shaw?
it's just, you know what? It's just like the players like Luke Shaw, like Maguire, Rashford,
McTominay.
stuff like that, AWB and stuff like that. Even though AWB, he's a bit quiet, but I think they're just mentally weak. Like for me, some fans like Fred. I used to like say, you know what, Fred, you know, but for me, if we want to push on, I think Fred stays as a squad player
Yeah,
at the max. He shouldn't be anywhere near the starting 11. Only if some games we've got some injuries or opposition where he needs to chase down the ball and stuff
or
like that.
rotation players and all that. Rotation game.
Exactly, dude. But if we want to challenge it back, obviously we need new owners as well. But mate, we need to stop overhyping these players, man. Like let's see, like Rashford. If Rashford wasn't on 200, Rashford's on 250k. I'm not being funny, but if he was on like 50k or so, like something like that, for me, Rashford's a squad player at best. You know,
He is. He's apparently even PSG have been interested in him. I would have sold him. I'd be like, right, there you go, take it. Like, 'cause
it's a perfect time to sell him as well because World Cup here.
yeah, it is, isn't it? And I think a lot of player clubs might be coming for him now. They see him scored. They might be like going for him.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
I
Exactly.
would sell him. People would be like, well, what are we going to do for wingers? That's when the Glazers have to buy players. But the problem is, we haven't got good owners. If we had good
Mm.
owners, they would have replaced them. It's like we would have
Exactly.
got so much replacement for the players we have sold or players that have gone on the free. We would have
Yeah.
got these replacements done, but we
Mhm.
haven't. We haven't. We've got one what one replace what I don't even think there's been a replacement for any of them.
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's like this again. That's why the Glazers need to go because they're not quick and they're dumb to realise you've got to build the squad and replace the squad if you sell this player.
Facts.
You know, they're living in cuckoo land. They think we're playing America. They're in American football when this is not American football. This is football. This is English football. It's
Hmm.
ridiculous. Chelsea. I can see the Chelsea's owner, even though he's American, he's kind of treating it like a football club. Why can't our owners do it? It's just absolutely ridiculous. And we've
Yeah,
been
he's
through this.
yeah.
We've been having this for a lot years now, since Fergie was here. You know, and Fergie wouldn't survive. People say, "Oh, Fergie would have helped this team." Fergie wouldn't survive. We've had Jose Mourinho, right? A guy that tried to win he won technically he tried the best. He won
Mm.
two trophies with us and got a second place. In our bet in the last 5 years in the Premier League, that was our best season we had with Mourinho when we got second that season.
Mm.
Not with Ole, Jose Mourinho. And I was looking at back in that team. We had Chris Smalling, Phil Jones, Valencia, Ashley Young. The only positive thing I could say was Matic, Herrera, and Pogba was the positive thing. But that was it.
Hmm.
You had Lukaku who touches shit, and then Rashford and Lingard. So and look at Mourinho now. Mourinho is now starting to win trophies again and building a squad. Which
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
shame.
yeah. But like, obviously, with this season, obviously before this season happened, I said that we needed to refresh the whole team. A complete overhaul was needed. Obviously, the Glazonomics, just dish out contracts, and they don't want to spend money. Now they're kind of panicking. We'll see what they do with the Anthony, the Gakpo deals. Another midfielder needs to come in as well. That is so key for me as well. But listen, man, Ratcliffe wants to buy. We need to push. Obviously, I've done my bit. I don't go to games. I don't put money. This shirt as well. Someone gave it to me, so you
I,
know what I
I've
mean.
got shirt. I've got literally. I bought no shirts this season. I thought I'm this season. This season, I was like, nope. And every time I see a fan with a new shirt, I'm like, well, you ain't bloody. I go like, well, you're giving the money to the Glazers. Fuck off. Well done.
Yeah,
And I'm
man.
like, it's not me being, it's not me like I'm kind of joking with it, but at the same time, it's like, well, you want Glazers out, but you're giving them money. It's like, don't do it. Why are you doing it? Come on. Like the last
Exactly.
shirt I bought, I last shirt I bought was because it's Ronaldo. And look, it's Ronaldo, and this might be a one-time deal. I got a Ronaldo jersey last season. That was it. This season, I'm like, nope. You know, I'd rather get. I haven't even got an England shirt, so I thought, you know, I'll just get a £30 retro shirt from Sports Direct because I
Dude,
don't want to buy. I don't want to buy a kit from Man United that I'm giving it to the Glazers. No way.
you know what, dude? For me, I thought, yo, what a way, what a message it would have sent to the Glazers and worldwide if Old Trafford was damn empty. Why can't they do it? Why is the excuses make up? Some fans were outside, so big up to them that did it. But
Yeah, I
even
saw
still,
that.
like, even still, you shouldn't even be going. You shouldn't even be giving them your money in the first place. If you want them out, you shouldn't even be giving. The stadium was full. It was full. What a way! What a message it would have been to Ratcliffe, to other buyers, maybe the Saudis or something like that, and they're seeing that. Yeah, the sponsorships. Why is it people when I say that, then they'll say, "Oh, the tourists feel." Do your part. You know, there's so much season ticket. There's thousands of season ticket holders. Do your part, man. It's a big game. Even get the go on the start on the pitch and get the game called off.
I did it last time.
Yeah, I know it's lockdown, so but it's different. I know, but it's just, bro. I'm just, and you see, if Old Trafford was empty, mate, like we kept doing it, it would. The Glazers
I
would
think
be. The Glazers would go.
I thought the was it the Brentford game looked a bit dead, and then we went was a bit dead, and then the Liverpool game was
Mm,
jam packed. Like
exactly, bro.
it's ridiculous. I know Old Trafford's of like you said earlier. Old Trafford's getting worse. Do you remember Old Trafford used to be called the best stadium? Nowadays people
Mm.
go, oh, Anfield, Spurs is a stadium. No one mentions Manchester United because what the Glazers have done to the stadium is just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And yeah,
Disgusting, man.
absolutely disgusting. Right, yeah. So we've all talked about the Man United. Who was your man in the match, by the way? I know it was a tough one, but who do you think was man in the match before we end the stream?
The butcher. The butcher.
What, Martinez?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quality
I'll
player.
go. I'll gotta go Martinez or Varane. Either one of them. I think Varane. He played really well defensively. Martinez looks fearless. That's what you know. I honestly think these two are good. You know, if they play in Southampton, if we play with them more often, then then we might be in a better position. But this is Harry Maguire, 80 million. He's probably going to get back into the team. So, but yeah, right. Thanks to you for watching. Cheers to Zan for joining. And until
No
then, I'll see you all
problem.
later.
Take care.